Hello and welcome to Make Money with Massage, where we provide you with the tools, resources and courses to help you manage and grow your massage business. I'm Tim Cooper, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a SOAP form. Oh yeah, by the way, stick around to the end because I'm going to show you how you can get access to a free copy of the form that I use myself in clinic. Now, in my opinion, the SOAP form provides the most comprehensive way to accurately record the details of a client's visit. It works for both the first and follow-up visits and provides a simple and easy to follow framework that allows you to record all the information you need to safely and effectively treat the client, while providing you with a view to the history and the progress the client has made along the way. So let's take a look at the different sections of the form. Okay, so here's the SOAP form that I designed, and I've been providing this form to clinics all around the world for over 10 years. Now, the form is laid out so that you have 2 SOAP input forms per page. At the top of the page, you put in the client's name and the date of the treatment. Then at the top of the SOAP input is the actual SOAP entry areas. And then if we're treating anything to do with range of movement, we will enter the range the client has pre and post treatment, and then there's an area there where we can draw on a diagram as to what the client is complaining about or the areas that we treated, whether we placed any needles or whatever we want to use those diagrams for. So let's just start at the beginning and start with the actual SOAP input. So the S in SOAP stands for subjective, and this is equivalent to complains of in other note-taking techniques. This is what the client perceives their problem to be. If it's their first visit, this is probably the reason why they come to see you. It could be they've got a sore shoulder, they've got a headache, they've got a sore back. But it's basically how the client is feeling, what they believe their problem is in their own words. Now, as I said, this works really well for first visits and also for follow-up visits, because on a follow-up visit, when you're doing your pre-treatment review, when you're reviewing the results from your previous treatments, once again, you're going to get some subjective feedback from the client as to how they felt the treatment went, if they received any benefit from the treatment, or even if the treatment stirred things up. Treatment may have made things a little bit worse before things got better. So the subjective area of the form, the S area of the form, is how the client is feeling, what the client has experienced in their own words. The O area stands for objective. So this is your observation. This is what you discover on assessment, on palpation. So they've told you what they think their problem is. They have relayed to you their symptoms, how they're feeling. Now, this is where you fill in the blanks and actually record what you actually find. And this area is equivalent to on examination in other note-taking techniques. So here you would report any tension you found, any particular tenderness, any restriction in range of movement, anything that you observed through your assessment and palpation. A stands for action or application, and this is the detail of the treatment that you performed at this visit. Here you will record everything in relation to that particular treatment, the depth of pressure, the styles used, all that sort of stuff. Now, P stands for plan, and this is where we're going to look at treatment plan or maybe even referral to another healthcare professional. So the plan could be that at the moment the client has to see you once a week, and then a few more treatments down you'll say that, okay, now the treatments are starting to hold, and so we're going to start to look at stepping out the treatments to once a fortnight and everything. So this is where you actually record the plan, so you know from treatment to treatment to treatment where you've been and what you are aiming towards and where they are within their treatment plan themselves. So that's the SOAP area of the form, S.O.A.P. Subjective, objective, action and plan. At the bottom of the SOAP form, we have some strange looking things that look like spaceships. And these are areas where you can visually record the range of movement for the various areas, the cervical spine, thoracic spine, and lumbar spine. So here you can record forward flexion, extension, lateral flexion, rotation, all those various movements. Now, obviously, you're only going to fill in the areas that you are assessing and treating. So if somebody comes in with a sore neck or complaining of a restriction in movement in their neck, then you're not necessarily going to go through and assess their thoracic spine and lumbar spine. At the same time, if somebody came in talking about having a sore back or a sore lower back, you're not necessarily going to then assess the cervical and thoracic spine. So to use these diagrams, before you start to treat, take them through their range and then mark their end range on the diagram. Now, I like to use a red pen pre-treatment that shows where they were prior to the treatment. Now, following the treatment, we go through the assessment again. We take them through their range, and this time use a different colour pen to mark where their range is now post-treatment. This is a fantastic visual for the client too, because then the client can actually see. The client will feel that they can move more and that they've got a better range, but the client will actually see on the diagram the difference that one treatment has brought. Now, of course, depending on where the client is in their treatment program, that may hold for a while, it may not hold for a while. But once again, as I said at the beginning of this video, when you record the information this way, it also provides you with a visual representation of the progress the client has made. You can actually sit there with the client and go through these diagrams from previous treatments and actually show them that how their range of movement has improved over the course of their treatments. And this is very powerful because it reaffirms that your treatments are helping them and they can see that there is proof of benefit in gaining treatment from you. And finally, you can mark areas of the client's subjective complaint on the diagram of the human there. And say, for example, if they came in and they were complaining of left side sciatica, you could put a cross at where they felt the pain was originating from, and then a zigzaggy line and arrow pointing that they were getting pain referred down that left leg. Once again, when you put the information onto the diagram, you record their range of movement and you put detailed information into the s.o.a.p area. It provides a very, very comprehensive and accurate record of their past treatments. And once again, you can go through these records and show them their progress. You have now got proof, which at the end of the day is what we want. We want to run an evidence-based practice. Now, I hope you found this information useful, and I'd really like to hear from you. So if you could take the time to like, share, and comment in the area below this video, I would really, really appreciate that. And as promised, for you to access your free copy of the s.o.a.p form, simply click the link below this video, down there somewhere, and you'll be taken to a page where you'll be able to opt in to get your own copy of the s.o.a.p form, which I know you're going to find extremely useful in your clinic practice.